Hey guys, what's up? This is Gold033 here. I'm doing a tutorial for reverse badge speedrun, and if I can turn down my volume, it's terrible. They can hear me more than the game. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is reverse badge. I'm going to be showing you how to do it. Rule number 1. You can't have a star file and you can't do save corruption. I'm going to go over this tutorial first. Before I go through anything, I'm going to be explaining the history between this category. There was a 0 badge run done a while ago with no save corruption because this run pretty much uses the rod no save corruption up to the point where you go to the horrify normally. So pretty much me and Tomez, we're talking about this in a PM. Sorry, Tomez, if this is bothering you, if I'm talking about it out loud. Pretty much he's a segmented Pokemon speedrunner. Well, a while ago. I don't think he does much anymore because I guess he doesn't have the time for it. You know, IRL stuff. You know what I mean. So this run basically uses index warps and whatnot to go to different gyms. So a while ago, I'm gonna bring up a couple like I'll like you can just browse through my videos and how much the route has changed. Now in reverse badge, the original reverse badge where there was like no badges and whatever, you had to get up to Celadon City by walking basically, and the bicycle was non-existent at that time. This early, 20 minutes in, we're already getting our bicycle through the memory glitch. Through save corruption, and we access the memory things and warps and whatnot. I said, if we can warp to there, maybe we can warp to the gyms and find a way in. So I watched a task of something, and I found a glitch item that was used in a task once for like jacking or whatever. So I found it, and I was like, oh, it was like this glitchy E thing. I was like, wait a minute, if you correspond to that, then why can't maybe I could use it for something else? And I said, yeah, I could just do you as the rival's name, and I can just use that rival's name as the jack instead of like searching for it, which was a really ridiculous thing, by the way. I had to like swap it. That saves a lot of time trying to find it. That saves a few seconds, and then there's Mewtwo. I just found this recently. You can go to Mewtwo without having to surf or do anything. You just stand in a certain spot and you can just walk to him. But there's a certain pattern you gotta walk in, and you gotta be careful because there's wild Pokemon depending on the wild Pokemon. Like if it's Rhydon, you have a chance of survival. And you can say, "I'll YOLO it and teleport. Hopefully uses Tail Whip or something, or misses Fury Attack or misses Horn Drill." And if you get Marowak, your survival is less likely. If you get a Ditto, it's guaranteed that you're going to be able to get out of the situation. But unfortunately, there is a problem with this glitch, the index warp, because you have to. It warps based on the index you are on. This is how we use it, and I use it like I warp to the gym and other things. I'll explain that later. So I'm going to start the run now, and this requires me to delete my save file. I am on BGB, by the way, so it's okay to run it on BGB. So I am gonna start my timer when test my timer works. Yep, it does work. These are the options like this, and then you start on 1, 2, 3. Now this run relies on heavily Bulbasaur being good. Now BGB is mainly used as the save state function. There's no like. I name myself A because it's, you know, or you can name yourself I, but A is like quicker. Now the rival's name has to be very specific, so I name it U. Now, that's so I can get the item later on, the jack and the gyms and such. Now, you might want to get the potion there, but I'm not going to get it because you know I'm YOLO. But I highly recommend you get the potion, but I'm not going to do it. Because I'm just going to show you how the Charmander fight actually is. I'm just going to show you how rough it is and why you need the potion before I start a new game and do it again. But yes, I'm doing this to purposely show that the Charmander fight is really hard, and with the PP strats I'm going to be using, it's okay to lose this fight. Because we actually don't need to win. Because if you are level 5, you are reach level 7 when you battle the bug catcher, and plus you use all your power points anyway. So it doesn't really matter whether you win this fight or lose it. It just determines whether you can do the run, and that's only for Pidgey strats anyway. And my run, I tend to do it this way. So I actually want to lose this fight, because this fight's annoying and it's stupid, so I want to lose it. Just like in green, I have a different strat for doing this. But of course I'm not gonna lose it, you know, because I get like I got like a crit and like max damage. I actually intended on losing this fight, but I'm not gonna lose it, you know, because the game is biased of me for some reason. 4-turn Bulbasaur. Like, why can't this be a run? Like, really? Okay. I actually could go for Pidgey strats here if I really wanted. But I'm not going to show those off because that's beginner strats. So you can get up to 0 to 6 encounters on that route when walking smoothly. So far I'm doing so good, so I'm going to continue on. This is a tutorial video, by the way, so things are going to be like a little weird. So now I got to do the plot and, you know, do things. Now, generally you want to jump over these, it loses time, but what you gonna do? You could go down there, but that's YOLO and I don't want to do this for the tutorial, so. I should do a few encounters because I am doing PowerPoint strats and those things are relatively okay. Cool. Just need one more of those. And now you can either talk on the side of Oak like this, or you can go in the back. It makes no difference. You can probably tell on emulator it's actually a lot faster to do so. Because BGB activates uses in game time, it doesn't make a difference. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm actually doing the text boxes perfectly now. BGB has done an excellent job with their research on Game Boy. So now in this route, what we do is now we buy the items in sequence order that we do need. No, we're not catching the Pidgey. So I'll use tackle once, and that's because I got good attack, so I want 29 PP. I'll be taking the safety potion in the forest because it's necessary. I could get a potion over there, but I'm getting a potion in the forest, so it doesn't really make a difference. Alright. I need to manage my PP properly, otherwise this can end badly. Yeah, this is good. Just one more. Instead of getting the potion all the way, which takes forever, I'm gonna be, because the thing is longer, I'm gonna be getting the ones in the forest, because you could get the one there. So I buy one Pokeball because I'm not catching anything. Burn Heal, Antidote, and Paralyze Heal. Paralyze Heal is 4th, so now I get the potion here. Which I said I wouldn't get, even though I said I would get it, but of course, since I'm doing safe strats, I have to do this, so I get a potion. Now, there's a potion in the forest right in front of the bug catcher, which I can use. I could do Pidgey strats right now, and this will be a run, but no. I don't want to do any runs right now. I'm doing a tutorial vid. So y'all have to wait for a speed run. So if y'all want, now there is certain grass hatches that don't have encounters. Like the ones I am in right now don't, but the other one next to it does, like those. And I want to avoid this thing here, and I'm gonna keep going. These patches that I am walking, the end ones here, do not have encounters whatsoever. So no matter how many times you walk back and forth, you will not find anything. So now I'm going to do get a potion here. This is just a safety potion for the fight, because you know crits and crits. Anyway, next step is you growl twice. You can use the potion. If you got the potion from Oak, you don't need this one. You need to still have it. I wish that takes a little time when he does that nonsense. Hopefully I remember where the growls go. I remember I did something stupid like that and I forgot. It's a really stupid position. Everything's gotta go. And now I can't afford to miss any of these tackles. If I do lose enough health, I'm almost about to die, we'll have to use my potion, but jerk off. Critting me. Ah, screw it. Ah. I'll buy another potion, not a big deal. Yeah, I was gonna die. Thank God I used it. Cool. This is gonna be really awful time, but I don't know. Like, I mean, for Bulbasaur strat, it's decent. Let's see what the stat is. Okay, cool. Ugh. Not sure if this is gonna work. I'm kind of worried now. Come on, give me a Pokemon. Give me a Pokemon. Please. Whatever. Lovely, sir. Alright, so now they gotta get a... So I need our PP in a certain order. Tackle needs to be 16, and Growl needs to be 36, and Leech Seed could be anything. So I'm actually gonna do the switches now. This is all should go. This is all where it should line up. Really ridiculous decision, but I'm not questioning it whatsoever. I actually want to miss, but unfortunately that's not happening here. Good. One miss should do it. Oh yeah, it is 16. Cool. Guess now I run away. Now I get out of this grass. And next I will gonna get an extra potion because, you know, why not? In reality it's for the now I'm gonna pause and go to save. Now because the guy here only goes when you can use pause and then you can just reset not saving, because when it says not saving that means the game is saved. So I reset and the timer's still going because the timer is still going. Now I'm gonna continue my game. Now you just all right and you did the Brock skip. Now you just all right and you talk to him. Oh, I got this. This actually happens often to me. That does happen. So I am gonna reset. Unfortunately, that did happen. It happens to me for some reason a lot. So if that does happen to you, there are a few things you can do. In my case, just buy a bunch of potions and leech seed them. That is actually what I have come up with. Or you can catch a Pokemon and then release it. That would also work. You can catch a Pokemon like with a Pokeball. If this does happen, there is a alternate strat you could do. It does involve a little more money. Sadly enough. So you do have to waste a little bit of money here. So sometimes that will happen. You just level it up and it corresponds to the special stats. So all you gotta do is catch it. Not a big deal. And that's pretty easy. You just catch a Pokemon, then switch, and then just battle another Pokemon. You just release it. That's perfect. Couldn't be better. Lovely. So I have 5 tries to do this, but unfortunately, this may not happen to you if you get a good Bulbasaur, but it did happen to me, so, well, well. So all you do is you catch a Pokemon temporarily, and then what you do is then you battle another Pokemon in the forest. This will happen. If your Shuster does reach 17, that means it's okay. There we go. Perfect Metapod. That's actually perfect. If you get a Metapod, that's good. Then you don't need the extra Pokemon. As for Stravatus, I receive less experience. Just to make the fight a little bit quicker. I will of course get rid of the Rattata once I'm done. So I can actually do the glitch. Get past him. So unfortunately I am facing a bit of trouble. But it will be conquered. Fortunately this Rattata is doing me well. Okay, that'll work just fine. It jumped to 17, so let's hope it works. So now we're gonna release this Rattata because it did its duties. Unfortunately, we gotta do the glitch again, but okay. Then we gotta do the same thing again. Unfortunately, we gotta do another reset. Yeah, I froze. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I thought enter was reset because I had that usually set to my key. I encourage you all to do this on console, though. I do encourage you all to do this on console. Let's hopefully now it works. Yeah, see, now it works. So as you can see, I am walking through walls. That is the alternate strategy if that does not work. So, if you have a good social value, it should work. It's really a weird category, this one. So now you just keep walking this way and this way until you reach a certain point. Okay, just keep going. And like this, and that's all you do, and you just keep going down here. Whatever you do, just don't push left right now, or we'll soft lock the game. Now it's okay. Just push left once and you go down, and that's it. You're in the center. Now you heal. So sometimes you'll get a bad special stat. So I unfortunately have 4 Pokeballs that I don't need. I'm gonna toss those, like, right away. So now, there is a, thing I have to do. There's only a few things I have to get, and that is Ice Beam. So I need 2 Fresh Waters and an Abra. So first we're gonna get an Abra. This Pokemon is a really good Pokemon, and we're gonna see why in a minute. So we're gonna talk to a guy who's been a drinker and a gambler, apparently. He's a really good gambler, probably. I don't need the coins anymore, I don't need all the slots and whatever. And there you go. So now we're gonna go to whatchamacallit, we're gonna go to the game corner. And the reason why we use Pokemon Blue over Red, I mean, if you have Blue, if you have Red, you just buy coins and just get the coins. 220 coins here. In that case, you just get the 10 coins and that, and then that's pretty much it with that. So now we get our free Abra. We didn't have to buy any coins for. Alright, we don't have to nickname the Abra because we don't use it that much. So next we go to the mart and we only buy 2 things. That is 2 freshwaters. That's it. Is basically all we buy. So you go up the stairs first, and then we go down. Then we go up. Well, just don't do what I did just there. So next you want to buy 2 freshwaters. One is for the guard and one is for a TM. The TM is only useful for like a couple of moves, but that's just, again, it's really stupid, but that's how the route worked out. The next couple of parts after this are pretty easy. After this shopping thing is easy. So now what you want to do is you want to go in the elevator because it automatically scrolls down to 1, the first floor. So it's actually faster to go down the elevator than to go down the stairs again. Because if I calculated this correctly, you would have been already on the 2nd floor just about to go down, and you're now right at the door. So I'm going to use Abra to teleport back to Saffron. Next, what we want to do is we want to deposit the freshwater. And if I did order my items correctly, you should see the escape rope in the 6th slot. That's good. That means you're doing something right. Now you want to deposit Bulbasaur because you don't need it anymore. Next, you want to go down here. I went the wrong way. My bad. Wow, I'm really doing bad. Okay. Now he'll push you out. He'll kick you out because you're not supposed to be in Saffron at that time. That's the direction you're normally meant to go. So I'm going to pause. Use teleport. Now there's a big reason why you're using escape ropes. It changes the X and Y position in the map. It glitches it up in a certain way that allows us to get Mewtwo early without having to do check twice and whatever. Oh, what the heck was going off? Anyway. We just fight this gym trainer because this guy's Machop happens to have a special value that corresponds to one of the missing those in the game. There are many of these, but they look all alike. And we were just running away from the missing. So all we want to do is like really die here. That was a good fight, but it could have gone better. Now we want to flash our menu here. And it's going to pause right away. That's good. So now we can either run away or teleport. Running away is faster. So you want to toss these now, or you can toss them later. Doesn't matter, but you just waste the menu thing now, but either way, you just did it so it's out of the way. But it's actually faster to toss it like when you're... Actually, you should toss them when you're right here. You just toss the escape ropes or whatever, but you don't do that since I did it already. And now I'm gonna teleport back. Abuse the same trainer again. Now what you want to do is you fight the trainer again. But actually talking to the PC, now what we're going to do after this is you want to lose again. So what you want to do here is you want to lose again, do the same thing. You kill yourself again. Gotta lose some to win some, right? This run can get you sub. This turns out I think most likely to get sub 50, but I don't think so. It's like in the sub 50 range. I'm actually getting good Machop fights. That's good. You actually want to lose. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the center. Oh, actually, you don't have to press flash the menu because the Pokemon Center computer responds to something. Now it should say, if I did this correctly, it should say I didn't start it. And then the wild Pokemon will appear. Which is missing though. Now I'm going to pause, go to items, select the burn heal, switch it with the escape rope, and toss all my Pokeballs out. And keep tossing till you have no more, so the game thinks you have no more items. There should be about 7 or 8 items, I believe. So your item menu force closes. Okay, now the thing sits on cancel. So now what you want to do is this is the tricky part. You have to pay attention closely. So now you want to toss these 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and oops, I didn't mean to use that. 8. Now you want to toss, so you have 40 left. So right here is 45. Select and bring it up and do the same thing again. And now you want to make sure you have 12 left, so you go backward. Do that, you'll have 12 left. Now what you want to do is now you want to toss you have 8, so you have 7 left. 8 left, there you go. Now the last thing you want to do is you want to toss again. This one's a little weird in the fact that you want to toss, so you have up to 120 left, so you want to toss 135. That's the right number. So now you want to actually toss 5 of these. I didn't mean to toss 8, I mean. Now what you want to do is you want to switch this with Master Ball. I was stupid, I wasn't thinking. Then you scroll back up. You want to toss this. This makes the text go slightly faster. Well, slightly, I mean by a lot. So now you select this item and bring it up with Coin Case. You want to go down. And go down to a certain point. Go up. Go items, and you should see the bicycle in a little bit. Select bicycle. Now you want an odd number of items. It can't be 2, it can't be 4, it can't be 6, it can't be 8. It's gotta be an odd number. And make sure you toss it with the right amount. I want to get rid of that burn here that we have. So now I want to go in here, and now this is a little bit of a weird warp. What you want to do here is you want to select Ultra Ball. There's a certain Ultra Ball you have to pick up, which is this one. Select here, and you'll go back to Palette because index 256 happens to be Palette. So now you want to toss 29 of these to get into the to warp to the cave, and this actually leads you to the back of Mewtwo. Now you want to go up here, just exact position. Select Great Ball. Now there's a little tricky menu mechanics here. Now there's a really weird situation. This is a very caveat. So now you want to select this with the escapers that we had 12 of earlier. I made a mistake. You actually want to go to bicycle, but now I'm going to get an encounter. That's okay. It's a sand slash, so unfortunately I have to catch this. So unfortunately I gotta catch this sand slash. That's a bit slow, but there's nothing I can do about it. As you see, Mewtwo's right there. That was a bit of a slow thing, but that's okay. It's only to be safe. So what I'm gonna do is actually switch the bicycle over here. Use my Master Ball. Now I want to use the escape rope that I have 120 of. Now I want to deposit my Abra and my Sand Slash that I just had, and the Sand Slash I just caught. Why? Because Mewtwo's just because we want the Hall of Fame to go cutscene to go quicker. Because this is timed by RTA. So remember that thing where we had like 45 of them? This is what this is going to come in handy for. So now we're actually going to warp right directly to the gym. We swap with the Master Ball once again. We are in the gym. People say going over there is faster, but this only requires one menu. And it's actually quicker than the other way. We do this once. Those actually act as lemonades, but they're a glitched lemonade item. You pause here as soon as you thud, and you're in. The reason why we tossed 8 of them items before we got sorted our items out was because there is. I'm trying to think what it was that I was trying to say. There's a... Well, I'll come back to me. You want to use Swift, Psychic? And Psychic, Nido Queen, and Nido King, because they don't die. Which I'm getting crits, was just kind of slow. This is actually a really good fight. I actually got the lowest HP value on my Mewtwo though. TM is actually hidden somewhere in my Enderflow. I'm not sure where though. I'll never... Why am I doing that? Well, I'm city silly today. So now you pause here. And now you go down. And you want to toss backwards. Count toss. 37 of them. And then you want to go up a little bit because you're going to have to get, you know. You want to teach Ice Beam. One row of barrier. It'll lead you in the mart, and then you want to go here. Let's say the door is locked, you just go like that. And you go like this. You just go swing around. Do that. Then you want to do this. That burn here won't be necessary because I got Ice Beam. Some Pokemon can survive to Ice Beam, so some of these can die to Swift. Like this Growlithe. And this Honotah can as well. This one requires an Ice Beam. This is the only reason why Ice Beam is taught. There's these two pokes. That's it. And that's all she wrote. Blaine is defeated. Now, now when he's that same escape rope. Now there's a little menuing from here on out. It's just a little bit weird menuing, but it's menuing nonetheless. I'll put those there. Put this here. And this is only the middle menuing that you're going to be doing throughout that. That's it. Just a little bit of a pain. Now what you want to do next is you want to use this. And then you want to toss there. Don't worry, this won't affect you. That would just affect your exit point. It won't affect the fight. So if it won't glitch up during the fight. It shouldn't. So now Kadabra will die to Swift generally. Venomoth is a range, depending on your Mewtwo's attack. I do recommend using Swift on the Mr. Mime as well. That will die. Venomoth will die to a crit, but I don't want to go YOLO and use crits, so Ice Beam it. Alakazam, I believe, is a range to die to Swift, so Ice Beam it is. If you have good attack, Alakazam will die. You only get one level up. So now the rest of the run is easy. Then we use the bike. The rest of this part is nonsense. We'll make sure these aren't master balls and they are J's. If they are master balls, you screw up everything we did. Cool, they are J's. Hopefully this doesn't screw up. This coughing does die to Swift, the other ones do not. Oh, we will not know if that's true or not. So now this is what we save Psychic. One Psychic, the rest Ice Beam. And I'm changing the index to 6, that's what I did just there. Just hoping the gym doesn't freeze up. That's why I'm worried because this gem's a bit weird. Okay, cool. Gem's stable. This one's a little tricky. You want to do this, and you want to do this movement and this. And ride your bike, you gotta be very careful on movement. And that's pretty much it, and then you're in the gym. That's for later, by the way. You do want to do the tossing now because it's a pain later. That item right there that I was clicking on is a lot of lag. However, I should have done the tossing a bit later. But I should have done the tossing over here. This is actually where you should be doing the tossing because it lags so much. Now I'm gonna waste time going back and forth, you know what I mean? That's a little lesson learner right there. So now you just want to keep doing what I'm doing and you'll just do it. The reason why it's the colors change is because it actually thinks you're in Vermilion City, but you have the Celadon Gym. You're in the Celadon Gym, but it thinks you're in Vermilion City, so it thinks it's a Vermilion City, but it's actually loaded. The Vermilion City is actually loaded, and you exit. So we'll exit out the SSN because that's the same exact index number that corresponds to the not the index warp, but the index number that Celadon's gym refers to. So because Vermilion, as a sand, the exit of the beginning, the exit of the SSN is the same exact index as this the index number. Not the warp number. No, not the warp number, but the index number. Those are two different things. Don't get those mixed up. So now I can just walk past this trainer. There you go. You're done. Now, there is a surfboard somewhere, so I will use that. It's right over here. Let me go to it. It should be somewhere. Should be is the key word. There it is. There we go. It also saves the jack as well. So you want to go here. And you want to go items. Now is your time that you want to toss your item. And the one that says the index, the corresponding city, which is Vermilion, so you want to toss 2 of these. That will lead you to Cerulean, but it will actually exit you out of the. It would actually take you as you're exiting the as if you were exiting the Cerulean gym. So now you want to use this now. Go pause, go to Pokemon, you're back in. Now all you do is Swift for the remainder 2 gyms, but the first gym you just use Psychic because it's quicker and there's not a there is a not very effective text, but you have a chance to quit, which will slow you down. So just Swift these guys and you're dead. Because, sir, the AI knows that it doesn't stand a chance and will not use the next speed. It's very rare that it does if you're at level 70 because it doesn't expect you to be that high of a level. The AI actually reads your level. But as you see, it didn't do anything because it knew it lost. Because it knew it didn't stand a chance. But it's not expecting a level 70 Mewtwo to show up. Let me use this again. Do the same similarity. And there you go. We're all set. Racing now, and then we're going to use the surfboard because it's actually quicker. Well, now it's not. I made myself look like an idiot. There goes me looking like an idiot again. Now, it shouldn't say Master Ball. I'm pretty sure it's all J here from here. I'm not sure, but it shouldn't say Master Ball. If it does, I'm going to be like KMN. Well. You have to exit. That's slow. Now, I have, unfortunately, that's stupid index thing. Can I just do that? You could surf, but it wasn't near the surfboard, so it isn't faster to use it. What's the point of using it if you're not near it? So now I'm gonna just spotty these gym leaders. You remember the escape rooms that we had to toss 135 of, and then we used 2 of them to get out of the Blaine's gym and the cave? Now they're gonna come in handy now. You're gonna get a little of a drunk guy like standing over there, but unfortunately you're actually stuck because the guy pauses you. So he's gonna act like all drunk and stuff, and the kid's probably on something. So yeah, you don't want to toss the escape ropes here because it's actually gonna mess up the things. So you want to toss them after you get within a certain distance because it will mess up your whatever. So don't do it yet. So just psychic these guys and you're dead. You can even Swift and it'll die. That's how weak to the point, how strong you are. So probably not sub 50, but it's about 50 minutes so you can take to beat this. I mean, with all the optimization I did here, you probably can get sub 50. I told you the route is guaranteed sub 50, but because of the Bulbasaur shenanigans, that's what happened. Now these escape ropes in particular, you want to switch. You want to switch them with the warp number, which is number 2. And you are in the Hall of Fame. Because it's a cutscene, it doesn't actually, like, freeze you. Because this is actually a cutscene, this isn't actually a thing. So, I'm going to stop my timer in a minute. See the time we get done with this tutorial. And this is how you do reverse badge. I hope you all enjoyed. So if you have any questions or comments, I'll try to explain them the best I can. So the timing actually stops when the fade out happens, like right here. Well, accidentally pressed reset. But it was about 50 minutes. Whoops, but yeah, it was about 50 minutes. Yeah, so that was about 50 minutes. I didn't like that time, but yeah, just don't do what I did at press 3. That was a mistake. But that was about a 50. But pretty much all that Bulbasaur nonsense, if that wouldn't happen, it would have been sub 50, even with the route I have. That just goes to show that this new Mewtwo route is really optimal. If it wasn't for the Bulbasaur, it's actually faster to do what I did. This is the beginner's route, so I hope you all enjoyed this little video to help you get into this. Please, if you have any questions, just reply, because I mean I don't do anything with my time other than walk at 5 o'clock at night, so just please, I'm begging you, just ask questions. I really want this thing to get, like, you know, a race category, maybe a little something cool, like a little, like we could do races of it sometime at SRL. That would be cool if we can get that happening. But this is more or less a race category. This isn't like a thing you want to just speed running at a good time. And yeah, I will say thank you, Tomez. Shout outs for you to coming up with the idea, and for me finding out all the different things to it. I mean, I made a task. I tasked it to. I mean, I made a crappy task, but it was just something I did to have the time pass by. I'm going to be explaining the reasons how this category came about. I'm going to be showing videos explaining that. I'm going to be doing a member video of all the things and explaining the history behind it later. So look out for that. You'll be going to be seeing a stream later on today after I upload this video. Just be sure to check it out, and I'm going to be making a history video on how this category really truly came about. So thanks for watching. I appreciate all the views I get. Even if I get 1, I'm really happy because somebody actually likes it. Even if I get 10, I'm really happy. And thanks to Reddit and Twitter and all my good comrades, it's been really good help, you know. So all of you, thank you very much. I appreciate all the support. And well, what else is there really to say without being a sellout? Just pretty much thanks to the support. And keep your money. I don't need your donations. I even took the donation thing down because I don't have a PayPal anymore, because I have to like settle some things with it. So, and my brother's taking care of that. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all. And by the way, be sure to look out for the some attempts that I'm going to be doing on Twitch, but I'm going to be also recording. Locally recording is MRX, so it's going to be a bit weird doing all that with a Super Game Boy, because I got to shut on, whatever. I'd like to show that I'm on console. That's just proof that I'm on console. When you see like the power come onto it, a Super Nintendo, it gives it away kind of. And I'm not testing the game. That's why I always start the local recorder with unnecessary footage. As you may see in some of my my speed runs, I always start it from power on, but I start the timer when the the rules say the community says start the timer. But I always start the run with the power on because people will say, "Oh, you just had," because if you have good quality like this, like if you have good quality, they're gonna ask, "Oh, you using emulator?" They're gonna say that. And this time I was, but they probably wouldn't have known because I was using a really expensive S-video cable that I have. But the issue with doing attempts and recording recording a good quality, because people ask on an emulator, because it is hard to tell. I mean, if you have an upscaler, I mean, I'll have one of those. I'm not rich, but yeah. Anyway, just be sure to ask questions. That's the main point of this ending. Just ask questions. If you have anything, just send your pictures or whatever, your screenshots or whatever, and I can help you fix whatever you did wrong, and just show me like a recording of what you did that far. Or make save states to learn. I encourage people to learn an emulator first. This is the route I use, like if I were a beginner, this is what I would use. This whole route I just did here. Just do exactly as I did. I mean, I probably can explain some parts well, but probably like some of the other team could explain what I did. If your menuing is faster, Gengar is just about the same because you gotta go wild Pokemon to get a level 100. But in this case, technically, Gengar was faster because I didn't get any encounters in the dungeon. Because you actually warp directly to the tower. It's technically faster to go in the tower than really do this, but this is like the best beginner strat. And if you have catch a Pidgey and do the Pidgey strats, it's optimal. But I will explain the Pidgey strats like right now before I stop. Basically, you need a Bulbasaur 14 special and catch a Pidgey with 15 or 17 HP, 3, and if it's 17 HP, it's level 4. If it's level 3, it's gotta be 15. I'm not sure what all the things correspond to what, but you can look up on SRL what special HP values work. But you want to make sure that the Bulbasaur has at least 16 special when you do this though when it's at level 7 because it is better this way. And that we don't have to level it up to 8. That's less level ups. And if you want to do the rival, if you want to do PP strats, I highly recommend you lose to the rival because it takes more tackles. You can use less tackles on wild Pokemon, and you can use leech seed, yeah, and so that way you don't have to worry about catching a Pidgey, and you can have a fast. So yeah, that was the video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the Pidgey strats, I highly recommend you check out Pokemon Speedruns. No Save Corruption. That gives you like the route up to like just disregard the Hall of Fame thing. Just follow up to that route. But I have a specific route I use to I made it so you have just buy the items. You just do more shopping trips. Just go to more stores as opposed to like picking up the antidote and whatever. I think it's just easier, and you could just and I think a lot of important things to mention is that in Pewter Mart I didn't really menu manage properly, and the other things I actually surprisingly got first try. I was worried I would have to like reset the run, but the only thing I had an issue with is I accidentally had a certain amount of this, and I failed to realize that, and that screwed me over. But the run was okay for a tutorial run. I mean, if you have any, just remember I said this. I'm not going to say it again, but you need advice, just ask and just give me your give me a gif of what you did or whatever. Just you can just give me a screenshot of like what happened. and I'll try to help you. I mean, I'll probably somebody might want to explain, but I'm done. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the views.